Hello, dear friends. You are watching your weekly astrology horoscope. And the most important you should know about the upcoming week is that we have a very accentuated Uranus energy. There are a few reasons for that. The first one is that currently the transit Mercury is retrograde in Aquarius. And by the end of the week, it will have an exact conjunction with the Sun. The Sun is also moving into the sign of Aquarius around the middle of the week on Wednesday. And most importantly, the transit Uranus is also turning direct, which means that we are currently in the phase of stationary for Uranus. Uranus turns direct on Tuesday, and this is the most accentuated time, like the peak level of the energy. But overall, throughout the week, we will experience this Uranus Aquarius energy, which means that we need to prepare for changes. We need to prepare for something new and different and perhaps unexpected, something that from the positive side could open our minds, can bring us insights, inspiration, like a new direction, like something nurturing for our spirit, for our soul. And Uranus can be very rewarding when it comes to ideas, when it comes to the mind, when it comes to the desire to do something in a new way. But as always, we also have another side of the coin, which can put us into situations that we don't know what to do because they feel brand new to us, or it just happens so fast that we cannot really respond. We just don't have the time to think about it. So Uranus likes to bring some kind of shocking situations, unexpected things, and things which can be considered weird or strange. But this is also a great opportunity to let go of your feeling of stuckness, if you have any. And in my opinion, many people feel kind of stuck right now. So this Uranus energy can shake us a little bit, and it can feel very, very refreshing in a way, even though it may not be easy as an experience. There could be a sense of liberation. So especially Tuesday will be very intense. This is the time of the exact shift. But again, overall throughout the week, especially the first half, we will feel this Uranus stationary phase. So you need to be more careful with things that might go wrong or potentially dangerous situations. Uranus can increase the possibility for some kind of trauma or accident, so you need to be careful with this. Uranus will be on the 11th degree of Taurus, so make sure to check whether this is triggering something important in your own chart. The other important thing about this week is that the lunar nodes are changing signs, again on Tuesday, so together with Uranus. And the nodes are changing signs once in approximately 18 months. So this is kind of a big deal, and it can really refocus our attention into something different, something new, something that requires from us a different approach and different solutions. We need to let go of certain things and we need to focus on new things. So the nodes are moving into Taurus and Scorpio. So it's very important to pay attention to our energy, to our resources, to financial matters, and overall there could be some pretty big changes in those areas for the next 18 months. So pretty transformational week in front of us. Now let's get started with Monday. So on Monday, Venus which I remind you is retrograde, is having a semi-sextile with Saturn. And this is actually a nice aspect which can bring some kind of stability to our experiences, to our emotions, when it comes to our desires. So the energy could be a little bit more balanced. And I think that this is actually a good thing, keeping in mind that Uranus is stationary at this point. So our emotions can be kind of under control, so to speak, but in a nice way. So not in the type of like stagnation or limitation. It's more about the possibility to be reasonable about the desires we have, about the decisions we are making, especially when it comes to our personal life or financial matters, basically all the Venus stuff. The moon, however, is in Cancer. So this can help us to use our intuition, to be more sensitive, more careful with people. We may need to spend some time on our own to just relax. It's very important to pay attention to your inner well-being when the moon is in Cancer. So overall, I think that the week starts in a very interesting way. So both Uranus knocking on the door, so to speak, and yet Saturn with Venus can make things feel more stable and help us to be more reasonable, to, this is very important, to make accurate judgments, whatever they might be related to personal life, business stuff, anything at all. So this is a great combination. Then on Tuesday, we already said Uranus turning direct, so the energy is at the highest levels, and it can make the nervous system more sensitive. We might be more impatient, more impulsive. Plus, on this particular day, there is also a challenging aspect with Mars. There is a square and a half between Uranus and Mars. So the nervousness, the impatience, the restlessness is definitely possible. On the other side, the nodes changing signs, so we may not be able to feel this immediately, but over time we will face and kind of like recognize this energy even more. And the moon will be in Leo already on Tuesday. So we may want to express ourselves and do something original and do something different and be creative. So I think that the day can be quite exciting and kind of like filled up with emotions, ideas, everything. Then on Wednesday, we have the other Aquarius energy coming up, because the transit sun is moving into Aquarius and the sun will stay there for approximately 1 month. So it's time to think out of the box. It's time to do things in a new way. For the previous 1 month, the sun was in Capricorn, so it was more about stability, patience, hard work. Now with the sun moving in Aquarius, we may have more freedom. We may experience more variety. There might be also more surprises and unexpected things and things that require a very creative, original approach. But all of this, I think, can feel kind of liberating. Like, we need this change. We need something fresh. We need even some kind of hope, like a star to, bring some kind of light into our lives, so to speak. So yes, this might feel pretty nice, especially for group activities, social work, and anything else that helps you to connect with the more invisible spiritual side. On Wednesday, the other thing which is happening is a nice aspect between Mars and Pluto. There is a semi-sextile, which is a very good supportive aspect that can help us feel more empowered and dedicated to take action, to take reasonable risks, and overall to be more motivated and confident in our actions. The moon is still in Leo on Wednesday, so we are passionate about things, we are excited, we are ready to do things and kind of like open up. Then we are having also on Thursday the moon already in Virgo in opposition with Jupiter. So this energy can be quite different. First of all, more stable, more grounded, more about practical things. So we can be quite productive and take care of some concrete things. The opposition with Jupiter is not something bad. It's more about probably trying to do too many things, like be too excited about different stuff. So you just kind of like try too many things. Or it could be about shifting our focus into another goal, which is also totally fine. Then on Friday, we have a very interesting combination. So Mercury retrograde is having two aspects. One semi-square with Jupiter and one semi-sextile with, one semi-square is with Neptune, the semi-sextile is with Jupiter. So challenging aspect with Neptune, supportive one with Jupiter. Very strange combination, which from one side can make us a little distracted, unfocused. We might forget about something. There is a higher chance for some kind of mistake. And yet we can be quite inspired. And if we allow this process to be, actually we can be very creative. And the imagination can help us, and we may find solutions maybe to things that are related to the past, or something which is not like brand new, but our approach could be quite different. The moon is also in Virgo, so we need to be focused on the details. We need to pay attention to our work and to do things in a more methodological way. So to follow whatever we need to, and kind of like to concentrate on the practical results. So the Virgo moon really needs to see, what have you done? What are your achievements today? Then during the weekend, on Saturday, the moon is in Virgo during most of the day until 5 p.m. And this is again a great time to focus on practical things, maybe take care of some things at home, organize something that would work just fine. There is a positive aspect with Pluto and a challenging one with Mars. So we could be a little impatient, but we may feel very empowered to do something. And overall, we can take care of a lot of things at this point. And after that, after 5 p.m., the moon is shifting into Libra, which can bring us more harmony, more balance. We may focus on relationships. Plus, there will be a trine with the Sun and Mercury. So a very nice time for socializing, for communication, for connecting both with friends and with our romantic partners or other people that we love. And then on Sunday, we have lots of things triggering again the communication and the connection with other people. First of all, Mercury retrograde will make a conjunction with the Sun, and this all happens in the sign of Aquarius. So this can trigger ideas, the mind can be overactive, sometimes also overwhelmed, but it's a great time for retrospection, to analyze something about yourself, about your goals, about your visions, about your social position. So those may not be like brand new things, but your way of looking at them could be different and you may find different solutions. So the mind is very active, and hopefully we will find some answers to previous questions. The other thing is that the moon is in Libra on Sunday, so We need to connect with others, and this is a great time for going on a date or spending time with the people you love, or just doing something that helps you to feel nice. So kind of like enjoying the time. So this is the general overview of the week. A very interesting week, and we have such an interesting combination. So from one side, Mercury and Venus are retrograde, which generally tends to slow things and may even bring the feeling of being a little stuck, or kind of like things being delayed, and all of those things that come with the retrogradeness. But on the other side, we have so much Uranus and Aquarius energy that I think we will find a way through this, and we may experience more freedom, more liberation, some surprises again, totally possible. And, usually things are never like perfect, and, the sky, is never like literally cloudless. But this could be a very nice time when we can find the sweet spot between those energies. Like, yes, there are some challenges. Yes, there are some things that are limiting us, or delaying things or whatever. And yet we may find our path to do things in a new way, to be more creative, to find and experience freedom and creativity through other forms or in other ways. So that's kind of a rare combination. So thank you very much for joining me. I wish you a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.